Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please like, subscribe, and comment so I can know what kind of videos to make for you guys, what videos you like, what videos you don't like, all of that good stuff. So today I just wanted to talk really quickly about my virtual learning experience. I am in the last few weeks of my nursing term. And it is my final term before graduation, and there have been lots and lots of changes, which I'm sure all of you are going through as well. So I just kind of wanted to talk about mine, let you guys know what my university has decided to do, and also let you know that you're not alone. We are all trying to figure out how to get this done, what the best way, how to organize everything, and it's just so crazy. But we had a meeting with our school online about how graduation is gonna go, how we will finally be able to leave and graduate and be seniors and go out and be nurses, and I'm super excited to share that with you guys. It is crazy, insane, but let's just get started. Open here just to look at the notes I took from last night's meeting. So here was the original outline. So for nursing school, after you graduate, your school or your registrar has to go and submit that you have graduated. It's called your affidavit of graduation. So once they submit that to your board of nursing, your board of nursing will send you an authorization to test code, or the ATT code. Once you get that code, you'll be able to go pay for Pearson VUE and register to take the NCLEX, and you need that ATT code to register for NCLEX. What was going to happen was that we would take our comprehensive ATI predictor and we would pass that. We have to have a 92% chance of passing, which isn't an actual 92% on the test. The scores change every time you take the test, so our instructor was letting us know that like around mid 70s is good to shoot for. So we were going to take that test. Then if you decided you wanted to, you could take the green light program or the VATI. That would take anywhere from 2 to 8 weeks. I think you have a full 8 weeks to complete it. And then you get the green light to test. Once you get the green light, you take one more exit exam, and then our school reimburses us for the cost of ATI, essentially, which was $1,000. So after we took that final exam from the green light virtual ATI program, we'd get the $500. They would submit our affidavit of graduation, we would get our ATT code, and we would register. And that's only if you chose to do this program. So now, here's a lowdown as of now. So we now have 2 comprehensive predictors that we will take online instead of at school. One is Friday the 27th, and the other one will be Monday the 31st, I think. One's at 9 a.m., the other one's at 2 p.m. After both of those tests, we have to do a focused review on all the questions and topics that we missed. We submit those to our instructor, and then we have Tuesday off, and then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we do an online ATI live review where we go through different questions and different scenarios, how to answer questions on the ATI, and that was always mandatory. It was always April 1st, or what is that? It was always, yes, April 1st through the 3rd. That was always the plan. It was mandatory for attendance, so that still remains. Another change that they have made is now everyone does the virtual ATI, the VATI, which will give us our green light to test for NCLEX. So now, on the bright side, everyone will get $1,000, $500 after they pass the VATI, and then another $500 after they pass NCLEX. So after the 2 comprehensives, the 3 days of ATI live review, now we have to do the VATI, which our instructor told us the shortest amount of time she's seen is 2 weeks, and then, or you could take the full 8 weeks. So Texas Board of Nursing was going dark, according to, I think she's like the dean of faculty or something like that. According to one of our deans, TBON was going dark. They're going to go dark. They're going to switch to a completely automated system. So with that being said, anyways, from the 8th through the 20th, they would not be processing any affidavits of graduation. So they were convincing us to just go ahead and do the green light, because we're going to have to wait for TBON to come back up and process those affidavits of graduation. So originally I decided to go ahead and do the green light program just because I was going to have to wait anyway. And who doesn't like your money back? I like my money back, especially $1,000. I would love to have $1,000. I know I paid for it. I know it's mine to begin with, but now I get it back. I love it. So after the green light program, only then, when we take the final exam after the green light program, will they say that we have graduated from West Coast University. So once we finish the exam, they will then change our incomplete grade in our current class, which is our integrations of nursing concepts. They'll change it from incomplete to complete. Then we will be graduates of West Coast University. We're done. So with that all being done, we're still waiting for TBON to come back live and process all of those affidavits of graduation. We have no idea how long it will take after being down for that long. And now with everything going on with the virus and it just like running rampant around the US, around the world, and affecting so many people, we now have really no idea how long it's going to take to process those. I know that our government, especially Texas, Greg Abbott, is doing everything he can to get nurses out into the field and make sure that we are there to serve others. So with a lot of things being shut down, not sure if Pearson VUE is shut down, not sure if TBON will still be going dark, no idea. So after TBON receives and processes our affidavits of graduation, the authorizations to test will go out, and then once we get those, we will be able to register on Pearson VUE. So our school pays for our Pearson VUE registration, which is paying for us to take the NCLEX, which is $200. They've told us not to register before then because they won't reimburse us. So once we register for that, then we'll be able to see the testing sites and the dates and times that are available and all of those good things. So once we finally are able to see that, I'm still kind of wondering how many testing sites are going to be open, how many times, how many dates are going to be available. With social distancing, how are they working the testing centers? How many people are they letting in? Are there going to be any PPE precautions? I have no idea. My friends who graduated the term before me, their NCLEX dates that were this week and on have also been moved back. I think they're testing like in May now, so maybe I'll be testing with them. But my residency, thankfully, I think you have 3 or 6 months after you graduate to take and pass the NCLEX. So you're a graduate nurse. After you pass the NCLEX, our job gives you, I think it's like a 75-cent pay raise once you pass the NCLEX and get your RN license. So with all of that being said, I'm going to kind of try to lay out for you guys now what my plan is, what my goals are for all of that, because I spent a lot of time working on it. Took a lot of time and a lot of wine to figure out what I was going to do and my plan for this. So with work being super busy, I was originally planning on working every day, picking up any shift I could in order to help out my department, in order to help my community and just provide all the care and all the education to stay home, take care of yourself. If you feel like you're sick, quarantine, 14 days, all that good stuff. So now that's kind of changed because of all the work that we have to get done. So they released the personalized study plan this is for, I believe, the 3-day ATI live review that we're doing online. So it's a bunch of different tests over each subject, and you'll chart your scores and your remediation and all of that. Then we have our virtual ATI, the VATI, the green light program, with all of the things that we need to do for that. It's like 9 pages, thick packet, all the things we need to do for that. And then they also gave us resources of how exactly all this is going to be working out. So I have my planner here, and I'm going to kind of talk you guys through what I plan on doing, what my ideal timeline looks like, and it's actually pretty close to what I had planned before everything kind of changed, and now we're in this global crisis that's affecting so many people, and we all just have to be flexible and understanding. Businesses are doing the best they can, hospitals are doing the best they can, and we just have to roll with the punches. So what I plan on doing. So today is March 26th. Tomorrow is the 27th. And then we have our first comprehensive predictor tomorrow at 9 a.m. We'll have to do our focused review after that. Turn that in. Monday is our second comprehensive predictor. It's at 2 p.m. We have to finish that, do a focused review, and turn that in. On April 1st through the 3rd, we're doing our ATI live review with all of these different topics. And it's I think it's going to be very similar to the questions that we've done and the practice, and kind of like they do a lot of like flow charts of how to answer questions on NCLEX. So that's where we'll do all of these. Not really sure how it's going to work. I will keep you guys updated as I find out more things. So that is the 1st through the 3rd. My move out date from this apartment is on the 4th. But the movers will be coming on the 31st, so I'm going to use kind of the time after those live review days to pack things that I'm just taking to my parents' house and clean. Then, so now we're in April. So we will hopefully be registered for the Green Light program by March 30th, which is Monday. Our instructor was telling us the fastest she's seen it taken is 2 weeks. My friend last term finished all of her stuff in 5 days, but I'm going to try to utilize the resource to the best of my abilities, because essentially it is another free NCLEX prep. I have decided that I am going to be using UWorld, and I will post my study plan for that in another video so you guys can see, you guys can work along with me, because I know a lot of us are graduating around this time or will be graduating soon, or maybe you're just looking for an example of how to study for NCLEX, because I am completely at a loss, but I'm going to do my research. We're going to find out together. So if it takes me 2 weeks to do my virtual ATI like green light program, I'll be done on the 10th if I start on the 30th. It takes our school, after we do that, our school will look at our scores, make sure we did everything right, and then they will say, okay, congrats, you're a graduate. It takes them about 2 weeks to send in the affidavits of graduation. So that'll be on the 24th of April, and TBON will open up and they will be fully automated on the 20th. So hopefully, I have no idea how long it takes to process all of those without the whole crisis. But if you do know, let me know below. If you're waiting for your ATT code to come out, also let me know. Please let me know how long it took to get the code, and how long you're guessing it'll take, with a lot of things being shut down and a lot of nurses trying to get into the workforce as fast as possible. So hopefully I will have my ATT code. If I turn it in by the 24th, or if my school gets it there by the 24th, I'm hoping I will have it processed by maybe May 8th, latest May 15th. Not really sure. That's just a goal I have written down on my calendar. And then I do want to take my NCLEX before the end of May. But with everything being so uncertain, not really sure how that's going to happen, but I will keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for also always listening to my rants. I've been feeling just a lot of different emotions regarding what's going on as a healthcare worker. Working in the ER is very challenging and very stressful on its own, and now we are taking care of very, very sick people and their family members, and we're limiting visitors, and it's absolutely heartbreaking to tell someone that they can't come in with their family members unless it's under these certain circumstances, and just trying to be a teacher, a counselor, a provider, all of these things at once, and then also juggling the uncertainty at home. I am moving back in with my parents to save money for a house. That decision was made before COVID, and now that I am daily exposed on the front lines and still doing everything I can to prevent bringing everything I've been exposed to back home, it's still very worrying for me to potentially expose the people that I care about the most. So self-quarantine has just looked a lot different for me because a lot of aspects of my life are the same. I know that a lot of people are out of jobs, and I realize every day that even though it's stressful and sad and we're sweating in our PPE and sometimes we don't have what we need or we're still learning new protocols every single day, I am so blessed to still have a job, and I'm so blessed to be in a position where I can provide care and use my knowledge and skills to help others. So I just try to keep that in mind. It's so hard just doing this on the front lines and just being worried about exposing yourself, but also worried about hindering care, not providing the best care because we don't have what we need and we're in the wrong mindset. So I just want to send out words of encouragement to all of you guys, nursing students, medical students, PT students, any healthcare field, any college student. We're all trying to figure out how to learn online. We're all coping with not having the graduation that we thought we were going to. Our pinning is canceled until further notice, and that's really heartbreaking for me. But the last thing I want is someone coming to celebrate me or one of my classmates and then getting exposed and getting sick, because that adds to the population that we will see in our hospitals. And I'm just praying for all of you guys. I'm praying for all of your family members. Wash your hands, cover your cough, stay away from sick people, and if you feel that you were sick, please stay home. But I digress. I will see you guys in my next video. Please let me know what you'd like to see, what would be helpful for you. I'll be spending a lot of time at home between work and school. I really didn't do a lot outside of that. So I'm trying to be open and receptive and help care for you guys, help guide you guys in any way that I can. If you have any questions about school, studying, please let me know, and I will keep you guys updated on everything that is going on here. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.